the periodic table is being divided into 4 parts. We have the S block, we have the P block, we have the D block, and we have the what? The F block. So let's talk about the SPDF. The SPDF. So on the periodic table, the periodic table is being divided into 4 parts. We have the S block, we have the P block, we have the D block, and we have the what? The F block. But right now we are not talking about periodic table, we are talking about electron distribution or configuration. So now I want to teach you the easiest step. Now there's a principle which we call the Aufbau principle, but I'm not going to use the Aufbau principle which everybody is used to, and that is most times confusing to students. But I want to teach you the easiest way to configure your element using the SPDF, which is the modern way of configuration. A very easy step. Now, for you to write the electron configuration for each element, the easiest way for you to do it is to double each block 2 times backward, double each block twice backward. So this is how it is being done. So let's say we have the SPDF. Now this is the structure, is like this. Right, so we have the S, P, D, and what, and F, and this is your what, your first orbital, second orbital, third orbital, and what, the fourth orbital or shell. So over here you have your S to be what, 1, your P to be 2, your D to be what, 3, your F to be what, 4. And there's something you must note. Now your S block or your S orbital can only contain what, 2 electrons. Your S can only contain what, 2 electrons. Your P can only contain what, 6 electrons. Your P orbital can only contain what, 6 electrons. Your D can only contain 10 electrons. Your D orbital can contain only 10 electrons, while your F orbital can only contain what, 14 electrons. So just like the old configuration, which your K contained can only contain 2 electrons, then your L to M can only contain 8 electrons. Once it is 8, it moves to the next, right? So this is a very different case. Please, if there's any part of this video that you do not understand, play it again and I'm sure you get to understand it better. So let's go. This is how it goes. So the first element that we have is what? Okay, now I said for you to write the configuration for any element, you have to write the block twice backward. This is not in textbook. No author has written this. Understand? It is just a simple trick which I found out in my 200 level, my year 2 in the university while studying. So it is a very simple trick. I know everybody is used to the Aufbau principle: 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 3d, 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f. We're all used to this, which later on you cross, and all that. Everyone is used to this Aufbau principle, this pattern of writing configuration. But I don't want to use this pattern. I want to teach you an easy step that you can use it very quickly in exam, because like jam is 30 minutes to answer 50 questions. So if you come across, if you're being asked to write a configuration of calcium, most times if you do this, you might even make mistake. So this is the very easy approach for you to use. So in your S, so I said you double each orbital twice backward. So we have it to be S, S, The next one is what? P, right? So we have PS, PS, PS. Remember, each orbital backward. So it is going like this: backward twice, backward twice, S backward twice, P backward twice. So PS, PS. The next is what? D, P, S, right? D, P, S. So next is what? You having your what? Your F, right? So you have F, right? F, D, right? F, D. Sorry, let's use small letters. This is D and this is D. So the next is what? F, D, P, S. Again, F, D, P, S. Right? So the next step is for you to put the numbering. Now you put each orbital with starting with what? With their what? With their numbering. So this is S, right? So we have S over here to be what? 1, because it's starting with 1, 2, this is another S, 3, 4. You number all the S first. 4, 5, 6, 7, and what? 8. So we are done with the S. Next is what? P. P is starting with what? With 2. So we have, this is the first P, 2. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Right? So now the next one is D. So over here I have D. D is what? D is 3. This is the first D. So we have it to be what? 3. Sorry. We have it to be 3, right, for D, 4, 5, and what? 6. So the next one is what? Is your F. The next one is your what? Your F. F is starting with what? With 4. So we have, this is F, this is 4, and this is another F, 5. Right? So let's go. So the first element here is what? Hydrogen. Hydrogen, right? So over hydrogen has what? Only 1 electron. And like I said, S orbital can contain what? 2 electrons. P orbital can contain what? 6 electrons. D orbital can contain what? 10 electrons. F orbital can contain what? 14 electrons. So hydrogen has only what? Only 1 electron on its outermost shell, right? Which from the old configuration you have it to be this, which is this 1 electron. So hydrogen is going to be what? So we are staying with this, which is what? We are having 1s what? 1. 1s1. So over here we have it to be what? 1s1. So the next that we have on the list is what? Is your helium. Helium has what? 2 electrons on its atmosphere, right? So which means you are going to have what? 1s2. If you watch, over here is what? Your 1s2, which means this is what? This is complete. So we have 2 electrons. So whichever electron that comes is going to what? To the p orbital. So the next one is what? Is your lithium. So lithium, we have it to be 3 electrons, right? So we have it to be 3. 1, 2, 3. Which is what? Which is your lithium. So we are going to have 1s2, 1s2, 2s, 2s1, 1s2, 2s1, 1s2, 2s what? 1. Remember, it is not 1s3. It is not 1s3. You cannot write 1s3 because s orbital can only contain what? 2 electrons. So the next one is what? Beryllium. So beryllium, we have it to be what? 1s2, 2s2. So the next one is what? Now your s orbital is filled up. What are we having next? We are having p orbital. The next is what? P orbital. So we have boron to be what? To be 4, right? Okay, we're having boron to be what? To be 5. So we have it to be what? 1s2, 2s2, and what? 2p, 2p1, 2p1. So 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is complete, right? It is complete. So the next one is what? Is carbon. So over here we have carbon to be what? Another electron, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So over here we have it to be 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is what? 6. So you can see it is the same thing. 2p what? Now the p orbital can contain what? Only 6 what? Electrons. The p orbital can contain what? Only 6 electrons. So the next one. Now this is for the 10th element. In my next video, I'll be doing for the in my next video I'll be doing for the 20th element. That is from 11th to 10th, is 11th to 20th element. So the next one is what? The next one is nitrogen. So nitrogen, we have it to be what? 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. That 2 plus 2, 4 plus 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the what? The configuration, the structure of what? Of nitrogen. So the next one is what? Is oxygen, right? So for the, I think for the, so now oxygen now is 1s2, 2s2, 2p what? 4 for what? For oxygen. So the next one is what? Is fluorine. So fluorine, we have it to be what? 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. So that is for what? For your fluorine. So the next one is what? Is for your neon. So neon, we have it to be what? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. So this is your what? Your configuration. Now, as the element increases in number, so you'll be making use of all these. So remember, the easiest way to write the configuration is to is to write each block 2 times backward. Write each block 2 times backward. If you write each block 2 times backward, you see, come back to this. You can see over here we have your what? 1s, 2s. The next one is what? 2p, 3s, right? 3p. The next one, like I did like this. Next one is what? Next one is 4s. Before what? Before 3d. So to most students, this might look what? Confusing. That is why I brought up the easiest approach, that you should write this the blocks each twice backward. So S 2 times backward, P, PS 2 times backward, then DPS. So you start with each block 2 times backward. Next one is FDPS. So if you still want to follow this pattern, fine, but to me this is the easiest way for you not to get confused in the exam hall. Please, thank you for watching this video. Help me to subscribe to my channel and also share this video so that your friends can also learn from our channel. Thank you. See you in our next class.